It's Team Liquid, it's Vitality, a best of 7. Loser doesn't make the major.
You heard it, Turtle. A spot at the major, what these teams are playing for, and a comeback story for Vitality as well. They had a dismal first split, second regional, they bounced back, and now they have a chance to make even more success for themselves.
Oh yeah, they have a chance indeed, and it would be ridiculous too for Team Vitality. I mean, they have a chance to be the first team to qualify for a major without qualifying for all of the regionals. Europe is definitely wide open, and it's anybody's game, anybody's chance at this point. And obviously, you want to put yourself in the perfect spot to at least have a chance at Rotterdam, and taking this dub is going to be the way to do that. A Chronic is going to start us off with a ridiculous goal from the left side. A lot of noise being brought out from Oski on those demos.
Yeah, the demo, and then also the bump threat on Sizen. And that was a hot start for Team Liquid, who took down Team BDS as well, Turtle. So this Team Liquid team, they're that dark horse in Europe that has shown that they have the ability to play at the highest levels in Europe, and they're looking to prove that in the most important regional event yet, with a chance for Team Liquid to seize that major spot.
Oh yeah, and that'd be absurd, to be honest with you, seeing Team Liquid have a bit of a shaky start in this split, but to come out on top at the end of it is all that matters. Sizen is looking to get a piece of that ball as it's crossed the right side, almost seeing Alpha 54 hit a nice little double tap attempt. The backboard defended well from Team Liquid, but for how long? Because these shots keep coming.
That low boost. Chronic got a tip there. Sizen trying to bounce it back. Redostin back to the middle. You saw it was deflected just a bit. Chronic gonna try to push this downfield. We'll put an easy bouncer towards net. And you saw Sizen stealing that Liquid corner boost, trying to boost Starve Liquid. Alpha still downfield as well. And now you see an awkward double commander while players from Team Liquid up front. And even though they've scored first, Turtle, it's starting to look a bit shaky for Team Liquid.
Yeah, it's getting one-sided. Vitality, all the possession in their favor, and they're finding each other early on, not relying on solo dribbles too much, but quick passes in the midfield to transition out. Historically, Alpha 54 has been pretty defensive, I'd say, against a lot of teams on this new Vitality squad, but here he's getting aggressive, getting some demos, and that might be a new strategy to implement. Went up for that challenge, hoping to get a 50-50 win, but goes in favor of Team Liquid, who can't get out of their own half.
Yeah, you see Oski going up to the midfield just to get the boost. Can't even make the play, and now gets blocked by Redostin. Alpha snagging mid boost as well, going for the center. There's a clear out. Team Liquid have been locked down. There's another demo. We saw Alpha get a couple. That one came from Sizen. Now Alpha doesn't steal that corner that allows Oski to get it. Now a big clear downfield. The counterattack is on. Sizen needs to be surgical. Almost gets 50'd into his own net. There's another demo from Sizen in the corner and threatening the bump on Oski, who picks up the mid. Ground pinch down. Alpha gets the bump afterwards. Redostin keeping the attack on. Redostin towards net. Forces the pop high. And Oski will be first to it to get the clear.
Team Liquid absolutely locked in their own half, but they have been holding on well, and an accidental own goal. This ball, it was forced into the midfield, and Vitality are the ones who are putting it back behind the goal.
Oh no!
Sizen.
Oh my goodness! Team Vitality has been dictating the tempo. Yeah, skip it, skip. If you're Sizen.
Oh man!
Even had time to think. I don't even know what happened there. Maybe was thinking they could put it. He could put it off his own post and pinch it out, and just didn't see. Maybe thought there was someone from Liquid behind him. Whatever it may be. Oh, there's a team pump from Team Liquid.
This could be it. Oh my, Alpha. He was so speedy, but still met with an early challenge. Team Liquid, they're under a lot of pressure, James, but they have been holding on regardless of all the shots coming in. The onslaught that has been Team Vitality's offense. They're getting demos too, they're hunting. They just got the bump on the third man, and finally a pass is gonna come across. You think it's gonna be a goal, it is, and it's Redostin to put it in.
And Vitality, I mean, they've earned a goal. Redostin getting a bump opening up that goal line, low boost, not even rotating out. Vitality has been so aggressive with their positioning upfield, going for boost steals, staying in the play, getting the bumps, getting the demos. They should be winning this game, Turtle. If it weren't for that own goal, then this would be completely different. And Vitality has had probably 75% of the possession. Team Liquid has been stuck with no boost in their half most of this game.
No doubt about it. They earned that goal, but they're going to have to put another one in, and time is running out. They've held possession for so long, and now they're dealing with some possession in the form of Team Liquid, who are hammering the backboard. They've got that lead off of the own goal. Now the key is to waste time. 48 seconds on the clock. How do you move this ball forward without giving away too much possession in the final moments?
Verdostin catches this ball into an air dribble, out of boost, will 50 it still, and snags that corner. Atal trying to get it behind Verdostin, but Verdostin able to get that ball mid to Sizen. Nice beat there from Acronic. It's captured by Verdostin, going off the ceiling, using his flip to pass it to the middle, but that pass cut off. Verdostin opting just to take the mid boost instead of going for that ball. Final seconds.
This is it, James.
Verdostin trying to fake it. The defense doesn't buy it. Sizen has Verdostin upfield. The pass to Alpha, and that's blocked. And Team Liquid take game one, and honestly, Turtle, I think they're a bit fortunate to be claiming victory.
Oh yeah, certainly. And that ball, when it rolled across, man, you feel for Sizen. It was in an awkward spot. We probably will take another look at it through the replays as we're taking a look at the stats. It was relatively even with the shots, 6 shots per team, but the possession was definitely in favor of Vitality. Team Liquid were rarely on the opposition's side, and there it is again, that weird own goal where you just force that ball into the box, and sometimes you never know what could happen. You get a little bit lucky, and Team Liquid winning the lottery.
Yeah, I mean, they did get a bit fortunate, or so it seemed.
Just a little bit.
In this first game, just that own goal being the game-winning goal for Team Liquid. But Vitality, the things that were going well for them were certainly possession.
Yeah.
Getting that bump and demo game going. They were so physical, and that did yield that goal for Verdostin. As we see it already starting out nicely, Verdostin getting a demo right into a boost steal.
Yeah, I think it might come down to that third man and knowing when to overextend. I mean, if we're thinking back to the Team Vitality goal that they acquired, excuse me, with Verdostin cutting in a little bit early on the rotation. He was the third man in that situation. He needs to get a little bit aggressive, and sometimes I think the third man, as they hold all this pressure, won't want to take the risk and extend. Maybe that's the key. Get a little bit aggressive, take that risk, James, and push everybody forward when the timing is right.
Getting that timing right is the hardest part, especially when you have so many players who are so fast and have tools in their mechanical toolkit for many situations. Acronic, speaking of tools in the tool set, the flip reset almost working out there for Team Liquid. Oski going to keep the pressure on. Atal has Acronic behind him. Acronic to the backboard. Gets help from Oski, and Oski will put this one through.
They have been running laps in this corner. Keep pushing it back in that awkward spot. Look at Acronic as well. Throwing it off the backboard. You're right, he got bumped moving forward. And then Oski able to finish things off. Team Liquid, another good start, similar to game one.
Team Liquid, they held up to the pressure. Game one, they're putting it on. Now Atal towards net. Alpha launching it back downfield. Acronic stopped by Verdostin. Verdostin to Sizen. So 50 kicks it out to the side. Alpha a little bit too slow. Atal has Oski in the middle, but goes for net itself, forcing a double. Acronic, the 50. And now Oski last back. Able to get that tip down. Alpha giving up possession, gets demoed at midfield. Brief advantage here for Team Liquid. Alpha spawning on the same side as the play, but will clear it downfield.
Sizen was looking for some bumps too, and now he can't even steal the corner. This is some revenge. What is this own goal battle of the century? Who can get the better own goal, James?
Well, don't put this on Oski. Oski had the ball hit into him.
I don't know,
Had the ball hit into him perfectly from Alpha.
That's unfortunate, but I feel like he also could have flipped knowing that there was going to be a challenge. I mean, he saw the defender coming forward. I don't know. That's just awkward in general. I guess you can't put too much blame on him.
I think that one a little bit less egregious. But regardless, another interesting goal that we've seen this series.
I mean, you're still forcing the situation for Team Vitality. Vitality also have been doing well with getting in the face of Team Liquid, making sure they're at least challenging as much as they can, but I don't think they have the speed quite yet. A fortunate own goal does tie things up. Possession looking good too as they try to take Oski out of the play and delete him from the pitch. Didn't connect on it, but they're looking for that winning goal, and this might be it. Radostin puts one in.
And this one was all up to a Chronic to shut this play down. Jumped very early, thought the ball was going to come straight down, but it comes out just enough to get by a Chronic. And Vitality get the lead back.
Crazy how fast the momentum has shifted. One misplay and an unfortunate own goal, and now your defense is slightly bit more panicky. Atso wants something off the backboard. A huge clear from Team Vitality, alleviating the pressure. Some awkward first few games. This is not what I expected it to go like, James. I'm not sure really what I expected, but this is definitely not it.
Rarely do you expect own goals like we've seen. Team Liquid, they have been getting used to playing defense. Vitality, fearless, sending Sizen upfield. You even see him right there trying to get the bump on a Chronic. Double commit though from Vitality, but Sizen is already there. Camped out upfield.
Yep.
Happy to let his teammates defend 2v3.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I wanted to see more from Team Vitality, is being more open to taking the risk. Sizen has been throwing himself forward. He hasn't necessarily been the third man extending, but being that #1 aggressor, and right here he's getting the demo on Atso, which is going to relieve some pressure and allow for some space after Sizen gets the first touch and a monster pinch down the other end, and somehow a Chronic is ready for it.
Goes in to the backboard. Atao can't get there, but a Chronic able to help out, stealing the corner boost, looking for a demo, doesn't find one, will have to retreat, letting Oski and Atao move up to work. Sizen, tip over to the side, Radostin downfield, Oski streaking back, Sizen getting a piece of it, a 50, that could have gone well for Vitality, but a Chronic nicely getting that over to the side, still the attack on. Sizen dodging a bump, now double commit from Team Liquid, Alpha moving up. Alpha opting to wrap that ball around instead of going for the corner boost. But now we see Team Liquid move it downfield into the Vitality corner. Oski going for net, denied by Sizen. A Chronic, the shot, far down, and Alpha will tip it out.
That needed to be on target. That was the one chance to tie things up. I'm not sure if they're going to get another look as strong and as clear as that one, especially with 12 seconds remaining. Time is running out. Vitality want to tie the series up 1-1, and with some bumps from Radostin and maybe a better 50-50, he decides to actually go back, and Sizen will get the challenge, but hold on, the ball's still up, and Atao, he's not going to get a touch. Team Vitality, quick to bounce back.
Atao running out of boost just before making contact with the ball, and Team Vitality will win game 2. And Turtle, the aggression and the risk that Team Vitality is willing to take to leave their players upfield, that is making a difference. Even in game 1, it was almost enough to make the difference. If there wasn't that own goal, who knows how the game would have turned out, but it really paid off for Vitality in game 2.
And that's mainly from Sizen. I think he's the player who's taken most of the risk, as you can see, that awkward goal that did end up going in. And we've seen more bump plays, a lot more boost steals from Vitality. They were holding a lot of possession in game 1, but it didn't feel too threatening. Like, they were able to transition out a lot of the time, but for Team Liquid, it was pretty routine and easy for them to get in front of those shots that Team Vitality were throwing on. So with this added pressure of Sizen taking the boost, getting in your face, taking you out, deleting you from the pitch. That is going to put a lot of strain on your defense and make things difficult, and it certainly did in Game 2. Will Game 3 be any different?
Well, we will find out. The major spot on the line. Acronic.
Oh,
that was clinical from Acronic.
Team Liquid, they just don't stop starting things hot. Acronic off the backboard. First goal again in favor of Team Liquid, and this is one of the flashiest ones we've seen in the series.
You have to get the perfect first touch to set that up. Acronic making it look easy. That one almost slotted upper 90 from Atal. Team Liquid, every one of these players, such a threat. If you give them that ball a little bit of space, you make magic happen.
I think that's really good for Chronic's mentality too, because in Game 2, he had the shot. He was the player who could have tied it up. Unfortunately, he did hit the crossbar with about, what was it, I believe, 30 seconds to a minute remaining, and things could have gone much differently in game number 2. Chronic is going to try and change that up. For Austin, lots of space, not the best 50-50. Sizen looks to carry it out.
See Acronic trying to dribble that up the wall, was shut down by Sizen. Now Alpha challenging Atal. Acronic, there's a 50. Alpha with speed will launch it up to the sidewall. Now locked in Vitality's corner, bit of a scrum. Sizen winning that. But Hosky, a lovely little back pass to Acronic, and the instant hit towards the backboard. Now Liquid on the attack.
Oh, what a pass from Oski. Not the best touch from Atso. But still, this Team Liquid offense has gotten better and better, aging like fine wine in Game 3. Haven't had to deal with too much pressure from Team Vitality. This looks like to be their first chance on the net, but it's denied early, and Acronic decides to go back on this challenge. Very controlled performance, I'd say, from Team Liquid. They're not trying to overextend or have one player in particular be too aggressive. They got that first goal and might just be waiting for one mistake to come out from Vitality.
Let's see if that mistake comes. So far, Vitality has kept things relatively clean, but that infield pass is going to be hard to stop. However, it is, and it was a pinball play. So you saw it hit one defender and then another. Alpha not the best touch. This gives a solo ball for Acronic. Acronic into an air dribble. Sizen getting a touch, and that one goes out. Vitality, they get away with one. That one was incredibly scary. Turtle, and now a team bump.
What?
Atal landing on Acronic.
Oh, man, there's just so many disastrous plays that have happened in this series. That one, we're not going to get a goal as a result, but Acronic is trying to get a goal as a result of the demo and the pressure they've been able to mount against Team Vitality. Relentless from Team Liquid. They infiltrate the corners again. Sizen gets bumped out the way, but Oski wasn't aware that the bump was coming through and decided to go for the challenge win instead of putting a shot on.
If that hit comes from Oski, there's nowhere else for that ball to go.
Yep. He just didn't know. The communication might not have been there in time, and you have to react instantaneously, James.
Yeah, even instead of going for the block, even just going for the 50.
Yeah.
Would have been enough. Close call for Vitality. They stay in it. Redostin, massive hand getting put up there.
Big
and
miss.
now Sizen's shot will be blocked. That play set up by the Redostin block. Now Oski fakes around one. Flip reset. Ground into that save. How did Sizen see that coming?
I don't know how Team Vitality are denying these quality chances from Team Liquid. There have been so many creative routes taken towards the net against Vitality, who somehow have this read every single time.
Sizen, who was playing upfield most of Game 2, has made lovely blocks in Game 3, being last back.
Yeah. They're still down a goal, James. Not enough. Just to show up on defense, you need to be able to transition and execute.
There's an infield pass. Low shot. Acronic had jumped early, but was able to flip before that ball slipped under his car. Bounce up high, a Chronic launches it towards backboard, and it's launched right back. Radosin with the tip around one. Oski will clear it off the wall, and now Alpha off the wall going for a double tap, and it's pitched out wide by Oski.
Everything started with that play from Radosin, the speed in the midfield. 10 seconds left. We're seeing the best Vitality on offense, but will there be a goal given? Team Liquid denying every chance and now going for a fake in the midfield. The challenge will hit the ground. Team Liquid continue to take charge in this series.
And a Chronic, that double tap was the difference in this game. Such a good play off the pass from Oski. And that was the only goal we saw. Team Vitality, they had a few looks, but this was a very defensive game, Turtle.
Very, very defensive indeed for Vitality. Team Liquid were forced to play a lot of defense towards the end in that final minute, but that's pretty expected given how that one played out. It was just a 1-goal game. And Oski, I think he was doing a lot of work putting on pressure, applying that pressure with, the ground pinches, creative plays moving forward. The passes were solid from Team Liquid. I loved what I was seeing from the defense of Vitality, but very flat when they transition on offense. And there was very, very few chances for them to even tie things up in that game.
There were, and in these games where you have few chances, you need to be perfect with your shot placement, with your power, even just with your decision. Whether, the decision is to hit the ball right back or try to go for that possession play, control the ball, dribble it up the wall, maybe try to make one more defender miss.
Oh,
there's
my.
An air dribble demo play. The air result into the rebound. It works out.
A start for Team Liquid. They are a different monster within the first minute of every single game. A Chronic, he decides to leave the ball and take out the player instead. Let it bounce off the backboard and set up Atto. Perfect play, perfect execution. Minute 1 in game 4. Again in favor of Team Liquid. They are always starting out hot.
Now Vitality playing catch up. Ties in. Tip it over to the wall. Oski into an air dribble. Positioning for the 50! And did so perfectly.
And this time it's not just 1 goal within the first minute, it's 2. Off of the hard work from Oski, around 1 player, then the 50-50 dunk to smack it home. Team Liquid cannot be stopped.
30 seconds in, already 2 goals for Team Liquid. All of the previous game, we only saw 1 goal.
I don't know what's happening in that 60-second break for Vitality, James. I don't know. They drop the controller and they get a little too relaxed, too loose. It's ridiculous. They come out and they can't find a good start against Liquid.
There's another bump attempt. Liquid being a nuisance. Oski trying to get a back pass, but on 0 boost.
What a dunk!
He has nothing. He can't get there. Radosin, a simple 50-50. If Oski makes contact better on that back pass, Atto might not have gotten dunked.
Oh, that's so weird, too, because Atto, he had so much boost in the tank, and he didn't use much of it approaching that challenge. He could have outpaced Team Vitality.
Could have even flipped into that challenge.
Exactly. It was such an awkward attempt and approach from Atto. I'm not sure what was going through his mind leading up to that, but Vitality had him read and I guess knew that he was going for that slower approach because the dunk was out of this world.
And that is certainly a disappointing play there for Team Liquid from Oski, not able to get a hold of the back pass, but now Oski will force it through to pick up his second.
Mans cannot be stopped in this game. Atto, what a 50-52 for the setup. You have to give credit to that pass and also have to credit the accuracy of Oski. There was a couple of defenders in the net who pre-jumped it, got the read, but weren't precise enough. And the security, the extra goal now placed back in favor of Team Liquid.
Yeah, and it was also a double commit. You saw Alpha and Radosin both jump for that ball. That put him out of position to not be ready for the follow-up. So a double commit costing Team Vitality. A sloppy game 4 for Vitality. But it also doesn't help that Oski has been unreal this game for Team Liquid.
Yeah, Oski has definitely gotten out on the right foot, I'd say, every single game. And here he's looking for a double tap. Didn't find any touch, but you have to respect it if you're Vitality. With the track record in this series, Oski is definitely going to hit a lot of those. And speaking of hitting some good quality shots, Sizen puts a bullet to the net. This one was so fast, 72 miles per hour, ridiculous.
Yeah. And you saw Atao and Acronic both run into each other earlier on that play.
Yeah.
So Team Liquid's defense struggling a bit there, and it was a window of opportunity that Vitality was able to make work. And now a bump.
Oh
if
my
that's
goodness.
on target, it's in, and it is dead center. Vitality stabilize off the kickoff.
This is one of the best bumps I've seen off the kickoff. Alpha 54, he just went for the 50-50, barely had any boost to his name, and it was almost a perfect kickoff for Team Liquid until Alpha decided to take a Chronic out and leave the net vulnerable.
Yeah, and I mean, oh my, you
what is going
have
on?
to be kidding me.
What is going on? Every single kickoff, you think it's gonna go one way or it's in favor of one team, and then they just get dunked or smacked out the way.
Yeah, a bit of a fiesta so far in game 4. We just got done with a 1-0 game, and now we've got 7 goals. We're not even halfway through.
It's an illusion too. One team looks like they're winning the kickoff, but then one bump from whoever lost the kickoffs completely changes things up. Never know what to expect in this series. It's hard to predict. We've gotten own goals, we've gotten kickoff goals, physical bump plays, double tap, Oski showing up. We're getting everything.
Save there from Alpha to add that one to the pile also. Perhaps could have done more with that shot. Put it right at Alpha. That's out. Ceiling pass. Going for a bump as well. There's a demo from Acronic on Redostin. Oski, double tap, and it's good! You would expect nothing less from Oski.
This man has been popping off every single game this series. And game 4, he's taking it by storm by himself off the backboard. The demo opened up the space, and Oski can take advantage of it. A hat trick to his name and some security, but we're not sure how long it's gonna last. The kickoff, another one in favor of Team Liquid, saved from Sizen. That's huge to at least keep them within 2, and Oski's looking to get one off the post. Liquid, it looks like they have what it takes to close it out, but a double commit might make things scary on the defense.
17 shots to just 5. Team Vitality with the 5. Team Liquid,
17
breakout
shots.
performance on the offensive end.
And it was pretty close a minute or 2 ago, James, just because of those kickoffs. You know, with the little shots Vitality have had, they've been rather efficient, convert, but more pressure in favor of Liquid, and that's really been the difference maker in this game, and especially with Oski.
Oh, and that demo, if that demo came out just a split second before, that ball would have rolled in. That one hitting off the elbow and out. Vitality not out of this one just yet. Oski dunked by Sizen. Atao, no boost, didn't make the hit. Redostin also has no boost and couldn't get that shot on target. Could have potentially forced a rebound or even scored if he had anything in the tank.
Oh, man. Such a clear opportunity wasted. No boost, can't make the touch. And we even saw a demo attempt from Vitality, so if that touch comes through, the net would have been wide open. Team Liquid are certainly happy that they got away with that one. 23 seconds left, maybe another one to go. It looks like Team Liquid are gonna put us on match point.
Oh, Sizen getting bumped by his own
Off the
team.
backboard, it's open. Ooh.
So even though they don't get scored on, the counterattack was shut down by Team Liquid. And Team Vitality, they went back and forth with Team Liquid, but they fall here, and now you wonder if it's time to call a timeout, Turtle.
Man, you have to. You have to, at this point, call a timeout. And just got word that we will, in fact, see a timeout called for Team Vitality. They want that extra minute to figure things out, take a break, let the controller down, reset, because right now they are getting outpaced. The mechanics are superior on Team Liquid. They're losing challenges. This game was close, but it was very sloppy, and could barely break out. You even saw the shot differential. So they're going to need to go back to the drawing board and figure this one out.
Yeah, that game, we saw it. Unorthodox plays from both teams. Kickoff goals, dunks. We've seen a few own goals this series. And it's a bit, it's not really surprising, Turtle, when you take a moment to think about the stakes of this series. Vitality, a team that after the first regional event, people were writing them off, did not even think it was possible that they would be in major contention, and now they find themselves here.
Yeah. Oh, and
with a shot. But Team Liquid is a team, we saw them in the spring major start to rise up. Now in this new season, a chance to make the major yet again. A very young team, but they seem like they are cool, calm, and collected under this immense pressure.
Yeah, you definitely can't doubt the composure of Team Liquid and what they're able to bring to this pitch. And it feels like we're seeing this series unfold in the way that Team Liquid wants to, creating chaos. If it's going to come down to a battle of speed and not precision, I think Team Liquid are going to win that battle. They have, in my opinion, slightly better mechanics, slightly faster speed. And I just think that for Vitality, slowing down the approach, slowing down the play, and trying to control the pace more is going to benefit you. You're trying to fight fire with fire, but it's not going to work against Team Liquid, who have been on a roll. And you're barely getting any shots. You're getting outscored. You're seeing Oski hit double taps left and right. The only choice in my eyes now is to slow things down, try to control the pitch more, because if this ball is just going left and right from 50-50s, I don't think they win that battle, James. It's just not possible for Vitality.
Well, we'll find out how possible it is here on Wasteland with Vitality. This is it for their fall split.
Yep.
If they lose this game, they're done, and their hopes for the major go with it.
We've always got to keep one eye open for oncoming demos. Chronic, Oski, and Atao have been all over your side of the pitch, taking boost, trying to knock you out of the play. Chronic, you remember that aerial bump, and he's actually getting taken out this time. Maybe Vitality wanted to get more aggressive as we come back from the timeout.
Zero boost. Atao helping out. Oski was the main scorer last game for Team Liquid, that offensive threat. Trying to make the play. Now Atao with a tip to the corner. Second effort will go back to a Chronic. Radosin sees Alpha upfield, but can't get it there. Oski, that was a perilous defensive play, and now an open net. Atao looked like he might have gotten jostled in net.
Now all of the defense from Team Liquid getting taken out. A Chronic was getting a little bit aggressive with the positioning, and then Atao was getting messed around in the net, bullied out the way. Team Vitality, really good response when normally you see Team Liquid start things out hot. This has been Team Vitality bouncing back and getting a first good start I think we've seen all series long.
And it came from a physical play. It wasn't a bump that connected on Atao, but you saw the threat of it forced him to go for the wraparound, or at least that's what he decided to do. And that opened up just enough space for Vitality to sneak in that goal.
And we have seen them look for more demos. And hold on, 2v1 situation. Oski denies it and jumps and dodges Alpha 54, who is looking for a demo. This has been the first time Team Vitality have scored first in this series.
Wow.
They are undefeated when they do score first. 10-0 in this event. They're looking to hold things down, and they're going to need to with Alpha 54 getting the pre-jump save.
And before that, it was Radosin. Radosin in that 2v1 getting the stop and the 50 to slow things down, but Vitality are still defending this attack for Team Liquid. Our Chronic over to Oski. Oski to the backboard. Alpha down to Sizen. That outlet pass proved to be a good one. And now a demo from Sizen in the Team Liquid corner. Team Liquid short-handed for a brief moment. Radosin's extra touch doesn't sneak by Oski, and a Chronic will go down the gut where Sizen's waiting. Atao up to Oski, but the pass is a bit too far. Still worked with by Oski, pinching that to the middle of the net, but it was well defended by Vitality.
And you understand why they're just trying to put this ball in the midfield. Remember what happened with that own goal whenever that ball was thrown into the box. of Team Vitality, hoping for the same type of outcome, but Vitality aren't going to give it to them. A lot more demos and honestly more impactful rotations from Vitality with these demos, with themselves taking more boost. If they can't win the challenge, they'll extend that rotation out and try to get the demo. Here's Alpha 54 looking for a better 50-50, instantly blocked, but good response from Vitality in the midfield to lock Liquid down in their own half.
Vitality doing much better this game. If you remember last game, before the halfway point, hold on. Oh, Atao with a double tap off the corner. Sizen had a look at the ball, but couldn't make the read like Atao can.
Atao jumping to the front line, hitting the double tap, finding the read from the corner, and making it look easy.
Unbelievable shot from Atao. And there's that individual expertise from Team Liquid. You said it, Turtle. Team Liquid seems a little bit faster, a little bit more mechanical. And there was that difference embodied in that play.
And we're not seeing too much of that from Vitality. When have we really seen a lot of those solo efforts been fruitful for Vitality? It's rare. Meanwhile, for Team Liquid, if they've got space off the backboard and there's only one player on the pitch, there's a good chance they might get the goal and a good chance they might get one there from the bump attempt from Atao, who opened up a shooting lane, and then Oski with an incredible dunk. Team Liquid, they are hungry to end this series now.
For Dostin, fantastic defensive performance this game. Another save added to his tally. Alpha.
Here he goes.
Going for a double tap himself, but Oski makes the read. Now Oski all the way down to Vitality's corner. Radosin around 2. Rebound. Sizen will pick up into a dribble. Goes low around 1. Atao will 50 it, but back to Liquid's corner. Off the ceiling, Alpha with the challenge. Oski by Sizen. And now the retreat from Vitality. 3v2 moment.
Here we go.
Atao, light lob over, and that's going to be cleared out.
Critical moments from both teams in the final 20 seconds. Vitality facing elimination and not being able to make and have a chance at qualifying for Rotterdam. This is everything for them, all on the line. Off the backboard, Team Liquid hunting for this game-winning goal. And Vitality are right there in their face to try tie it up. Maybe this could be the end of it. We had a bump opportunity, and now Sizen, he can put us into OT with this, and he will.
Overtime with Rotterdam on the line for Vitality. Team Liquid trying to close this game and this series out. Now a shot for Oski. Challenged by Alpha.
Where's the defender? Where's the defender?
Will end it. 12 seconds into overtime. Team Liquid exert their dominance.
And we saw Radosin had to dodge a demo. He jumped early in the net, and the ball got sent off the backboard. Vitality's defense split open again by Team Liquid.